Hey guys! Alright. Okay, I gotta talk to you about this shit for a minute because it is fucking hilarious. And it basically goes to my haters out here. Um, and people who don't like fat chicks, let's put it that way, because if you've looked at me and you've actually seen me, you know I'm a heavy set chick. Which I am doing. I have been dieting a lot. So I hope to be thinner next time you see me after a while. But, hopefully. Don't know if it's gonna happen. But so this is like after my crush basically broke my fucking heart and tore my fucking heart out. Um, you know, he posted something, and this is like after I got the bad news about my baby girl. She they thought she had kidney failure and she was gonna die because kidney failure to any animal is basically killer. So I was pretty pissed off, and my crush had posted something, and he posted something about don't get attached or some shit like that. And I'm like, look who's fucking talking. And so he like, he's like, oh, go eat a dick. And I'm like, no, I prefer to bite dicks. Just to get. I'm fucking. If you talk to me in person, I'm not too sarcastic in person, but if you're talking to me like texting wise, I am very sarcastic. Because I have good comebacks while I'm texting. I'll start typing one thing down and I'll be like, no, it's something like better, so I'll put something else. And when you're talking to me in person, it takes me a few minutes to like be like, you know. But my uncle is really great at that. Like me and my uncle are really great at doing sarcastic because I learned it from him. So thank you, Uncle B. Um, the one that lives up here, not the one in Hawaii, by the way. But anyways, um, so all of a sudden I see a like how on the Facebook you get notifications if somebody wrote something underneath one of your posts on a status or some shit. This dude another dude's like, oh hey, cuz you want me to take care of this chick for you? I got some good comebacks, some shit like that. So my crush is like, oh yeah, talking much shit. You go, little cuz. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is he talking about me? Or is he talking about the bitch that fucking made him write this shit? So, of course it was directed towards me. So he's like, oh, you're a fat cunt, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna die alone and all this and that shit. What the fuck? I didn't start shit with you. Why the fuck you starting shit with me? I didn't say shit. So, I kind of went back and I'm like, oh, is that the best comeback you ever had? And so he comes like, no, and then he's like talking shit, like he's like, you're a fat cunt, you're da 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 da, calling me fat, I looked at him like, great insults, but look, I think we understand that I'm fucking fat. Get some other fucking insults, because if that's all you got, stop wasting my fucking time, because I don't have that type of time to be wasting on your ass. So he's like, you know, my crush is like liking all of his shit and shit like that, and I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. So you're trying to show me that his shit is actually good? Come on. You know my fucking comebacks were way better than that. But whatever. I understand you're pissed. So we start talking shit, and he's like, "Oh, you have to wear, or reason you're so, or no, this he posted something about my makeup. He's like, "Oh, you have to wear makeup to cover up all your ugly." I don't really wear makeup unless I'm like, going out. Like if I'm going out to like Summerfest or a concert, yeah, I'm gonna put fucking makeup on. If I'm just like making videos or like, oh, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna go hang out with family. Usually, if you're one of my family members, I really don't wear a lot of makeup. But come on, I mean, I usually wear eyeliner. Pretty much, if I go out with family, I pretty much just wear eyeliner. So if you like a couple weeks before this ever happened, me and my friend were Skyping, and I didn't know how to do the camera setting on Skype. So I was really down because my crush had basically broken my fucking heart, tore it out of my chest, and stomped on it. And so my friend's like, oh well, we'll take care of that shit. We'll put some makeup on and we'll take pictures and everything. I'm like, oh sweet, because he lives in New Mexico, so I don't get to see him that much. But he came up here and or we're skyping and shit, and I'm like, what do you want me to do first? And he's like, do the vampire. So I did the vampire, and I had blood dripping from my mouth, and I had my fangs in and everything. And then he's like, oh, do the gothic girl. So I got my gothic shirt on, I got my gothic chains on and shit, and I have a choker and with all these like long ass, sharp ass spikes, and then I had like tears going down. Like I drew on my face with eyeliner, and I kind of just like did tears, and then I did like a couple teardrops, and wore my black lipstick, and I had my bandana on and everything like that. And so we took pictures like that, you know, and we're like making funny faces and shit, and he took a picture anyway. He took one of those pictures and he posted it because I was like, well, I don't really wear eyeliner unless I'm with family, and he's like, or I usually want to wear eyeliner and very rarely like lipstick, and he's like, really? And then he posted that picture, and I'm like, I was like, obviously you don't know what fun is. And then he's like, you probably don't even know what good music is. I'm like, well, describe good music because I listen to everything. I mean, except for like maybe jazz and a little bit of country. And I was like, what did I say? He's like, you probably listen to bad music. And I was like, oh, well, I listen to pretty much everything. So describe bad music to me because I listen to everything. I don't listen to jazz, and I only listen to a little bit of country because, I'm a little bit redneck, you know. And he's like, oh, so you fuck your cousins and you fuck dead people. I'm like, first off, dead people's fucking necrophilia. That's a necrophiliac right there. I don't know if I pronounced it, but that's what it is, you know. And I'm like, I said part, not full, but I fucked your cousin, and he was silent for a little bit. Comes back and he's like, well, he's like, oh, so I hope you're not talking about my cousin because if you did, then he just stooped down so low and he's probably got an STD. I'm like, yeah, you know what? He really should check himself, you know? Tell him to go to the doctor. Because I know he saw what I posted and shit. I'm like, yeah, tell him to go get checked right away because I might have an STD. P.S. I don't. I'm very clean. But, so we pretty much, you know, got into that shit, and he, ugh, fucking kid. This fucking kid was not stopping. So then, I let him have his satisfaction of, calling me fat and everything, and I'm like, well, you know what? The only reason I'm fat is because when I have munchies, I fucking eat like a shitload. And he's like, well, that's just an excuse. I'm like, no, I'm actually helping your case right here. I'm pointing out the fact of why I'm fat. Because when you're high, you eat like fucking shit. I mean, you're eating. When I eat, I will not stop eating until my stomach is to the point where I'm about to throw up because I ate too much. Like the food is like, here's my bottom of my stomach. Like until it's like up to my throat, like up here, I'll stop eating. That's the only time I stop eating is when I'm like, or we have no food. That's why I'm not allowed to smoke anymore either. So, it really, he really kept getting to me. Like, it didn't get to me. I thought it was pretty damn funny to myself, like, you think, calling me fat, you really think that's gonna help your case? So, he keeps calling me fat and shit, and I'm like, so, are you done insulting me with these bad insults? Because I'm tired and I want to go eat my cookies and go to bed. And he's like, oh, well, you're gonna die in your bed. I'm like, hell, at least my bed's fucking comfortable. I don't want to die in a fucking street on some cement. If I die in my bed from food coma, hell, awesome, sweet. I'll be full and I'll be sleeping. I'll die in my sleep. I'll sleep in my bed. I'll die in my bed. I am not that fucking big, people. Come on. An 185 dude can pick me up. I'm not that fucking fat. Are you kidding me? So, whatever. Let his little ass fucking talk shit, cause I'm too damn tired to care about that shit, and I have no time for haters in my life. You fucking hate me, you fucking hate me. If you like me, you like me. If you hate me, good for you. If you like me, awesome. You're my best friend. But seriously, calling me fat over and over and over again gets pretty bad because I used to get bullied for that in middle school. Yes, middle school. High school, people didn't fuck with me about my weight. It was more in middle school. And I wasn't even that big. But I got teased a lot because I was chunky. I'm not gonna say I was fat because I wasn't chunky. I was not fat. I was thick. I wasn't fat. I was thick. I was thick. Chunky. Had a little bit of I had a roll or two. I don't even have rolls now. I just have. Okay, I have one roll. One roll. Come on. It's not even that big. I mean, come on, guys. Look at this. If I can fit in this chair, I mean, come on. I mean, my boobs are. I'm trying to center myself. Whee! See, I'm not that big. Woo! Belly time! Okay, now we're going back to face. Can't believe I just did that. But, I'm not that fat. Dude, so stop saying I'm fat. That's shit that middle school does. So, obviously, he had no fucking time on his hands, and he's like, well, I'm bored, good night, cow. And I'm like, oh, you have the decency to say night? Oh, thank you, night. I mean, there was some other comments I just can't remember, but I know there was a shitload, because when I went back on there, it was like 50 comments. I'm like, we didn't write that damn much, did we? So, anyways, I hope my crush does watch this, because you know who the fuck you are, and if you watch this, you know who it is then. You know you're my crush. Not anymore, because you're kind of creepy and you kind of piss me off, and I don't know why I still talk to you. Why the fuck do I still talk to you then? And I guess I like your sarcasticness. Anyways, so, yeah. That's for my haters that think it's okay to call people fat when they're really not fat. I mean, okay, I have a chin. Let's see my double chin. I have to, like, legit squish it between my neck and my chin. Oh, that's so disgusting. But yeah, so thank you, my haters. I love ya. You always make me more famous anyways, because you talk so much shit behind my fucking back. Thank you. Make me famous. Huh. I don't care. Fucking haters. Huh.